In the quiet city of Pretoria, South Africa, there lived a boy named Elon. While other kids ran around in the sun chasing footballs, this boy was different. He'd sit at his small desk, lost in books. Science fiction, engineering, computers, anything he could get his hands on. He had an old computer at home. Most kids would have found it boring or useless, but for him, it was a box of magic. He opened it, understood it, fixed it, and by the age of 12, built a tiny video game all by himself. The graphics were simple, sure, but for a kid his age, it was a huge achievement. He even sold the game, and for the first time, realized that the mind could earn more than money. It could build influence. As he grew older, his restlessness grew with him. He always felt the world could be far better than it was, if someone had the courage to change it. That restlessness pulled him from South Africa to Canada, and then to the United States. Where others chose safe, predictable careers, he took a path that looked equal parts madness and bravery. The internet was young back then. People had no clue what it would become. That's when he started Zip2, a company that put city information online. It grew and eventually got sold. A big win. But he didn't care for the victory. His eyes were already on the next mountain. Then came X.com, a platform aimed at making money transfers simple and fast. It later became PayPal, another massive success. But earning money wasn't his real goal. Something bigger was burning in his mind, something most people were scared to even imagine. He'd been obsessed with space since childhood. Looking at images of Mars, he would wonder, why aren't humans there yet? He even tried to buy cheap rockets from Russia, but every attempt ended in disappointment. So he made a decision most people would never dare to make. He created his own rocket company. When SpaceX started, people laughed. Building rockets isn't child's play, he heard again and again. The first 3 launches failed. Each time, the rockets exploded, shattered, and millions vanished. Anyone else would have quit, but not him. He put everything he had left into the 4th launch. The 4th one succeeded. And that day, the world realized this man wasn't a joke or a dreamer lost in his own head. He was here to push humanity into space. Meanwhile, Tesla was taking shape too. People treated electric cars like toys. Battery-powered cars? The idea was a punchline, but he and his engineers worked day and night. When the Tesla Roadster and later the Model S arrived, the auto industry suddenly woke up. This wasn't just a car. It was a glimpse of the future. Between SpaceX and Tesla, his life kept hitting breaking points. Money ran out. Criticism piled up. Media mocked him. But every time he fell, he got back up. Rockets started landing successfully. Tesla cars spread across the world. Then came the moment people couldn't believe. SpaceX landed a rocket on a tiny drone ship in the middle of the ocean. The world rubbed its eyes, but the company did it again and again. Costs dropped. Space became closer to humanity than ever before. Elon wasn't just a founder anymore. He had become someone who pushed boundaries, who redefined what was possible. Whether it was Mars, electric futures, solar energy, or artificial intelligence, his name became part of every major conversation. His story isn't a fairy tale. It's filled with failures, risks, crashes, and brutal setbacks. But one thing never changed: his stubbornness. The conviction that if something looks impossible, it's probably the thing worth doing. And that stubbornness lifted him from the crowd of ordinary kids to a place where people carve their names into history.